what we've got here is a problem with Junior. This is the motor we put together. I don't think there's anything wrong with what we did in putting the motor together. He's suffering from a problem of a very bad hanging idle when he gets hot. Only when he gets hot. The problem is getting progressively worse. Trying to analyze what the problem is, carbs have been swapped. One set of carbs also got cleaned and put back on. So basically 3 different sets of carbs, you might as well say. Sprayed the hell out of everything with WD-40 and carb cleaner while running. No effect on anything. There are no air leaks. There are no vacuum leaks. There's no leak anywhere in the system. One side, the left side was running rich. The right side was running very, very lean, even though mixture screws and everything were the same. Both sides have been leaned up a little bit since the last time the carbs are off. So they're actually out about the mixture screws are out about 2 1/4 turns. Now what I've started noticing, last night I rode him around and there was a strange ticking, clicking sound developing. Today, working on him, I'm starting to hear an air or whistling or sound. It's kind of like when you take an air can and blow it into a small cavity, you get that little tss type of sound coming from over here on the right side. Let's see if we can get this sound as I try to start him and then turn him off a couple times. See if we can get that tss type of sound maybe identified. I'm having a feeling that the head that we used is going bad, and I would say that it's the right intake valve. I've looked inside. It's moving up and down okay. It doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it. Doesn't look bent. No light comes through. Compression on both cylinders, although not ideal, is 120 psi. 140 is the minimum. It says when you get below 110 you need to rebuild the engine. I think 120 is okay. I thought it was 110 before. But 120, might be up to 125. So even though we're low, we're still okay, and he was always running great. But the more he ran, he started to develop more of a problem. Now it keeps getting worse and worse and worse as I'm trying to fix it. So let me see if I can get that sound. Okay, let's try this one more time. Got the camera a little different position. Maybe we'll get some better sound this time. I'm hoping I got a good copy of that sound. What I'm going to do is I'm going to loop it a couple of times, give you a chance to listen to it, and then cut back to our regularly scheduled program. Okay. There. That little, it's almost like air being squirt into a small cavity or a small piece of metal. So I think what I'm going to have to do now is take the head off. I'm going to go with the same pistons right now. Not worry about that. I'll live with 120 psi for a while. But I guess I'll probably have to take the head off, see what's wrong with it, and put a different head on. So if anybody has any ideas, appreciate it. But I think we've got a problem with the right intake doing something. Maybe it's the valve seals, and that is air squirting up through the valve seals and hitting the inside of the valve cover. Don't know. But I'm going to continue investigating, but that's the report right now on what's going wrong with Junior, and that may be the cause of one side running lean because of sucking more air or something, and maybe causing the hanging idle, because if I put my hand over the air intake or slip the clutch a little bit, it brings the RPMs back down and it would be okay, and nothing else seems to deal with it. Like I said, spraying the crap out of everything, not a thing, no leak anywhere. So that's the report from Adidas Guy here on what's going wrong with Junior, and seeing what we can do to fix him.